Hello and welcome to Dungeon Inn. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this is a very cool simulator. It's basically a management game where you are running an inn in a very shady way, because you have to prevent either one of the adventurers guilds from interacting with each other when they enter your premises. And this is an extremely difficult thing to do when there are certain events that will come up. It's going to be a pretty cool idea. All right, so I'm going to go for courageous here. We're just going to go for the highest difficulty. I don't know what the lower difficulty is like, but let's see what actually happens in the initial cutscene. So I've been playing this. I actually got a little bit addicted to it because it is a very polished experience, very, very fun, can be very punishing, but generally, as long as you do a good job managing your resources and managing the cooldowns, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, as you can see here, we have our three protagonists. We have Butter, we have Bami, and we have Sarah, as far as I'm aware. And they are, I think, according to the story, indebted to a dragon, and they have to pay a tithe or a tribute to a dragon every month. I think it's every month or so. And that means that they have to earn gold. And so how are they going to earn gold? Well, they're going to earn gold by running the inn, as you can see right here. So now the Seaside Inn, well, shall we say the Seaside Adventurer Guild will come to your inn, and the Mountainside Adventurer Guild will come to your inn. But they hate each other, you see. And so that is indeed going to be a problem. So now what's going to happen is if those adventurers guilds encounter each other, they're going to fight and they're going to kill each other. And there is a literal moment in the game where you actually have to take sides. You can actually take sides every single battle if you so desire. You can send your wisp warriors into the battle. And if you do that, there will be no witnesses on the losing side because you're going to kill them all, you see. Something on your mind? You got that look on your face. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, time to open shop. Voila! It just seems way too risky. But think about it, we'll be fine as long as no one catches on. An inn right in front of the dungeon, one's last opportunity to gear up before delving into those dangerous depths. How could any adventurer pass it up? It does seem intriguing, however, I'm pretty sure there's a reason no one's ever done it before. Suppose the adventurers run into each other outside the inn. Then what? If they find out we're working both sides, that'll be the end of us. So we do what we gotta do to make sure that doesn't happen. It'll all work out in the end. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. You. Also, if it weren't for Sarah, there never would have been a contract to begin with. I mean, you're not wrong, but... Oh man, should I just forget the contract and make a run for it? Don't sweat it, I'm sure we can pull it off. There's no way anyone's gonna catch on during the first month. Besides, we won't have that many guests right from the get-go, so it's worth a shot. And who knows, we might make a killing if our clients are big shots. We could strike some serious gold here. Ooh, count me in. Well, I suppose no one's going to notice right from the start. Alright, so it passes by week. It is a turn-based game for the most part, and you'll see here this is the general play area. Now you do have a number of objectives every single week, and well, you'll see exactly what happens as we go forward here. This is bad, right? They might start fighting as soon as we open the inn. It'll be fine. It doesn't look like both sides are looking to stay here. Well, isn't that a bigger problem if nobody wants to stay at the inn? We should put up a sign. Yes, and there we go. The signboard is now available for you. So this is basically just going to give us the tutorial. So basically, whenever you place down something, and you have mostly 4 different things that you can place, and then you have your warriors at the side here that are going to be locked for a while, because battles don't... The tutorial for the battles doesn't happen that soon. But yeah, anyway. A signboard, if you place it at any of these places. Obviously, I'm doing the tutorial right now, so, you know, I can only place it in one place, but you can place it at any point along the track here. And as you can see, Port City and Highland City, they spawn adventurers, and then these adventurers come down and they eventually go into the dungeon, and the dungeon is at the very bottom of the screen. So you obviously don't want these guys coming into your inn at the exact same time. However, as you earn fame and renown and your inn becomes known throughout the world, well, people are going to come into the inn without the signboard even being up. So, in other words, you're going to have other issues and you're going to have to use your wits and the various other tools at your disposal. So, placing the signboard down there, we should see how the guests are doing. So, there we go. So, now all we do is press execute. I love the fact that absolutely every single thing in the game, by the way, is keybound in some way or another. And I absolutely love that because that means I can literally just use the keyboard if I want to. And I really, really appreciate that. That makes it so much easier so I don't have to move my mouse as much. Anyway. How will we know if an adventurer wants to come in or not? A sixth sense? Superior skills of observation? You mean the scent of money? Yes, adventurer details. So if an adventurer is considering staying at the inn, a bed icon will be displayed. You can select the adventurer on the map to view more detailed information. Guests leave the inn after 1 day. Each lodge can accommodate guests based on the number of guests available. And obviously, when there are no beds available, no adventurers will stop. So what do we do next? Not really sure. There's not much we can do for the time being, so let's just see what happens. Alright, so as you can see right here, obviously this guy is going to be coming to the inn. These ones are not, so we can just go to the next. And there won't be any, there pretty much won't be any battles this early on anyway, because we are going through the tutorial. I'm not entirely sure if I could have disabled the tutorial actually, because I don't actually need to know too much about it, because as I say, I have been playing for quite some time. And I can explain some of these things. Alright, so we now have the food stall, and we're now going to be placing that down round about here, and that is going to delay adventurers while earning us cash. Because as you can see, it says here, immediately gain 10 gold from adventurers passing the food stall and reduces the movement of adventurers by 1. Now there are some things that will increase the movement speed of adventurers, but every single one of your usable items has an internal cooldown and has the ability to spend your wisp energy. And well, obviously, as you might expect, there are going to be some events that will use your wisp energy, and you can't use every single thing at the same time. So there we go. Let's do it. Let's make sure that no one finds out what we're doing. Should we place the signboard on the road that the Mountain and Guild adventurers take? Aren't there more adventurers on the Seaside Guild side? We're out of beds on that side, so we can't take any more Seaside Guild guests. So in other words, we should place that here, and then we'll get a couple more people from the right side. And bear in mind, we don't have to worry about adventurers coming in from this side because our beds are full, or near to full, actually. And it wouldn't make any sense, really, to put a signpost out for one guest to join us, so it would be a lot easier to do it on the right side and then get a full load of people. So, anyway, in Dungeon Inn, the length of a day is 4 turns. After 4 turns, when a day passes, all guests staying at the inn will check out and depart for the dungeon. Earning money is important, but it's also crucial to spread the name of Dungeon Inn. As your fame increases, more adventurers will visit the inn, and events that benefit your inn's operation will occur. Exactly. So as you can see right here, we're gaining 9 and 8 fame respectively. We're also gaining quite a lot of gold from each of them. But don't worry, we're making only 80 gold, but we're going to be gaining so much gold in due time. Don't worry about that. So we have the energy drink. So energy drinks increase speed of adventurers, as you can see. Increases the speed of adventurers by 2. And as a result, we can literally just have, look at those guys zooming along there. It's absolutely fantastic. And we also have a lucky wheel. So this is basically a pure delay mechanism. And as you can see, while a lucky wheel is in place, adventurers cannot progress beyond that. So in other words, what we should probably do, probably place it here. Yeah, probably place it here. Think I might have made a mistake on that one. Oh well, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. I just want to make sure that no one passes by without, by going in there way too early. So now we're just going to place our little signpost there. Not sure if that's a good idea. Not sure if that's a good idea, but hopefully it's going to work out quite nicely for us here. And here we go. They're all going to go in, or at least most of them should go in, hopefully. Yep, those two are also going to go in just a moment. I should have played it a little bit differently this time, but oh well, it's fine. It's fine, because these two are still going to go in. And then we should probably place this round about here. And then we can continue onward. We're going to just get a little bit of extra cash from them. And then we're going to get some signboards back too. What are all those notes for? You're writing a book? Ah, just all the things that's happened so far. And there we go. So both the autosave for stages and quick load features are supported. The current state is recorded at the start of each day's first turn, and you can begin from the first turn of any chosen day at any time. However, keep in mind that only the most recent memory is saved. So in other words, if I want to, I can go here. I can go to literal, this is the quick load system. So if I want to, I can go back to the very beginning of day 2, day 1, day 3, any of these things. And it's easy. It's very, very easy to do that. And obviously they know that in certain cases, maybe you're going to get yourself into a sticky situation and you're not going to be able to recover from it. So this is the reason why it's really good. Anyway, let me put a signpost there. There we go. We might be able to speed some people up. And the coffee smells really good. I know, right? It may not look it, but we use high quality coffee grounds. And here we go. So basically, you can also increase your facilities, and you're going to get to see exactly what we can do with that as time goes on. So let's just speed people up. I was kind of hoping that they would speed up a little bit more than that. Now my signpost has disappeared. You absolute imbeciles. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter too much. You know, this is literally just the first day, so we don't really need to worry too much about it. We just need to get some more people coming in. And so adventurers are categorized as novice, expert, or master, and they will give you rewards and gold, respectively, because obviously they're going to give you, you know, a good amount from their coffers, as it were. You know, it's going to be very, very good for us to do that. So if we can make sure that we get master level as much as possible, that's going to be extremely, extremely powerful for us. Okay, let's actually just speed these guys up. Not entirely sure how many people we're actually getting to come in here, but it's probably, it's seemingly quite a few. There we go. Nice. Another 3. That's wonderful. We've already completed that week's goal right there. And then we can get another signpost up. And this is probably, we're probably done. Yeah, I think we're probably done. So as you can see, there we go. We've got another person in there, and we're also getting a couple of others to get in there as well. But we've completed both of the goals, and no one has actually fought each other, so that's obviously fine. That's very, very good. And we do have the last day. I can't believe it's been a day or, a week already. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's speed everyone up. And we'll try to get a stall here, I suppose. And I think we should be fine. Yeah, I think we should be fine. I don't think I may have the ability to get these people in. Yes, we might be able to. There we go. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, we maximize that. And you may be wondering, okay, what are these things on the left side here? Well, these are your proficiencies. So basically you have management proficiency, service proficiency, and food proficiency. So every single one of these statistics, attributes, whatever you want to call them, they're going to increase as time goes on due to various things. So in other words, just playing the game is going to increase those skills, but also various events. And some events that will pop up will actually increase your proficiency by a dramatic amount. So it's actually very good to take those. Anyway, I think we could probably speed this one up. It doesn't really matter. This is the last turn, but I wanted to get them in there just before the game ends the week. And there we have it. Fortunately, we were able to avoid any fighting. There we have it. Fantastic. Another successful week. Done. Looks like we made it through the first week. I was so scared that a fight would break out. See, I told you it'd all work out. Of course, I have to say we did pretty alright, considering we barely prepared anything. Hence, Wispy? You're taking note of all our achievements, both big and small, right? That being said, with a bit more support, we might be able to boost our sales. Maybe we could talk a bit later. Alright, so as you can see, we gained a pretty decent amount of fame with both of the Adventurers Guilds. I think I probably could have done a little bit better if that first placement was slightly more efficient, but it doesn't really matter too much. Looks like we'll be getting a bit more support. What do you think we need? Well, how about more rooms? We can have more guests that way. Pubs and inns, and so on and so on and so on. So basically, this is the inn management section. So after every single week, you have the ability to manage your inn, and you can add installations, and you're going to need to use tokens to be able to do this. Now, tokens you gain from, you guessed it, completing objectives every single week. So if you can complete your objectives, you'll gain those tokens, and then you'll have the ability to create additional expansions. For example, this is going to give me additional capacity for our inn, and this is going to give us a pub, and the pub is going to provide us with additional gold. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Yes, I like it. I like it. So let's continue. How'd the talks go? For now, we've secured space for a room and a pub, just one of each. One of each? We've just started the business, so we should be thankful we've come this far. We'll be sure to attract more investment once our inn starts performing better and building a name for itself. Hear, hear. All right, let's go make some money. Okay, so there we go. Let's do the next week. And this is where, oh yeah, this is where things start to get a little bit more intense. So, as you can see, we've got some more goals. We now need to earn 450 gold. I think I did earn 450 gold before, or if I didn't, then, well, we're probably going to be able to do it this time. Aha! I don't think there's any way we're avoiding a fight this time. What should we do? It's never too late to make a run for it. If it's time you need, I can buy you more than enough. So basically, Butter is he's basically offering to, participate in the fight. But yeah, we can't actually do anything about this fight, as you can see right here, because they've already passed by all of the places that we can put down things to stop people. So we're just going to have to let the fight happen, and this is going to give us a good example of what happens when a battle occurs. So what's the plan? That won't be necessary. It's part of your contract to protect us. Can you lend us a hand? You'd suffer losses too if we were put out of business, right? So I don't need to help? Yeah, it's okay, Butter. We still have a long way to go, right? I can't just keep waiting for your help every time. We need to find a sustainable and reliable way. Well, in that case. And so here we go. The battle continues until all adventurers on one side are defeated, and the outcome is determined within the turn in which the battle occurs. You can get a rough estimate of the battle's result before it begins. Okay. So, this is the big deal here. Adventurers who end up in battle will begin to suspect the inn of double dealing. If the inn helps one side, the adventurers who receive the help will drop their suspicions about the inn, but the opposing adventurers will become certain of the inn's intentions. And now we can use guards in combat. Armed wisps will participate in battle, aiding the selected faction. If you've decided to help someone, you must ensure their victory. Helping the weaker side can bring greater rewards than assisting the stronger side, but keep in mind that you might face defeat. If the situation isn't favorable, simply observing without helping is also an option. You can check how the battle outcome changes depending on whom you assist in the battle window. And you can also cancel aid, and so on and so forth. Here we go. So now we have the ability to check and actually see what's going to happen here. So you could see that these guys do seem to be a little bit less powerful. So we're going to go on that side, and we're going to chance of victory. Yeah, so as you can see, look, the chance of victory for them is 68%. The chance of victory for them is 31%. So let's go for them. And as you can see, the chance of victory is now 100%. We're just going to help the weaker side almost every single time. That's what we're going to try to do. Whoa, look at them go. You sure this is a good idea? What do you mean? It's obvious we're favoring one side. What if somebody sees that? Like who? What do you mean who? The other side. Oh. Dead men tell no tales. Let's hurry and clean this up before the other adventurers see what's happened. So you see exactly what I'm talking about? Yeah. It is very shady. We are doing some very shady dealings here. Do not get caught working with both sides. Yes, so both guilds' level of suspicion must not exceed a certain point. A warning appears when the level reaches the maximum limit. So we now have to try to prevent that from happening. If we can prevent it from happening, then everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be wonderful. So let's see. What do I want to do? We already have some adventurers coming in that side. This guy's already going in there. This guy is also going already in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sign here, speed these guys up, and then we'll just go on to the next one. And I think we should be probably pretty good here. I will probably try, if I can, to get... Ah, there's a battle. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, we're going to have to reduce suspicion on these guys. Yes, we're going to... Oh, I actually cannot help. Whoops. Yep, I actually cannot help because my wisps are actually in a... cooldown. Yeah, they're in a cooldown. That's really bad, actually. Oh, no. Okay, so I should have actually delayed that side. Yeah, that would have made much more sense. That just goes to show that, you know, I still have some things to learn here, even though I've been playing the game for well over an hour already. But in general, there's always going to be those moments where things just happen and, you know, maybe they're unexpected. But that's the cool thing. You can just quick load anytime you like. Okay, so there's a flea market that's currently going on, and the flea market is obviously fantastic. This is a really, really good way of getting some additional cash and indeed spreading your fame somewhat. Okay, so there is also a time limit for this, but we're just going to go ahead and do it straight away. And this guy's going to go over there in a moment. I don't think anyone's looking to stop. So let's go here, do this. There we go. I want to try to get as many people as possible in the inn from the left side because we have a lot more space there, but we do have a pub on the right side, so obviously that's really good. Let's put these guys here and we'll just try to get them to stop as much as we possibly can because we do have 2 more people coming this way. As you can see, we've already done this and we've already completed our event. That's going to get us another 137 gold, and we got some additional fame with the Seaside Inn. And these guys are actually going to be coming over to the left here. Oh dear, this is... Okay, I'm going to have to delay these guys somewhat. Okay, so this one's already coming here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to speed this guy up, and I'm going to place this here. I think that's a better idea. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a better idea, because we're going to get 2 people coming in from the right side, and we do not want them to meet, obviously. We do not want them to meet, so it's going to be interesting. Some adventurers may visit the inn just to use the facilities. These adventurers will always use these facilities and will tip more. In other words, this guy is coming very specifically to have a coffee by the looks of things. So that's actually quite cool. I like that. And let's just continue here. Let's hope these guys actually get in there beforehand. I might have to delay this one. I mean, you can see exactly where they're going to go as well. You can see exactly their movement speed and everything. So it's actually fantastic. And let's see what we can do. Okay, we could speed these guys up. Aha, and now here's a special guest. So this is another one of those events. So there are special guests that can appear, and this guy is going to come to see our pub. And getting him to come in here, that's going to be a big deal. So it would be very, very useful if we could make that happen. As you can see, though, this guy is going to be coming into the inn, and this one is not going to make it there in time. So that's actually wonderful. Right now, I'm actually thinking of just placing this down here, just to kind of prevent that from having any adverse effect, shall we say. And we can always place a sign if we want to. Maybe it's a good idea. There's the recommendation. So this is another event. So basically we can just give a recommendation. I'm going to recommend black tea. And we are otherwise just going to be placing a sign down here. Placing this. That's going to speed everyone up. And hopefully we're going to have a good time. Yes, we're getting some good golds. Good golds. This guy is not going to get there in time. I'm going to actually place this down here just to delay him a little bit. Just in case, because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna... Yeah. As you can see, we are gonna be having a good time now. Boom, look at that. We got all those people in before he managed to get there, and now we have an absolutely perfect timing, which is wonderful. So we can now actually start getting all of these guys in there, actually. Let's get all of these guys in there. Yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we're going to make so much cash right now. Oh yes, absolutely wonderful. We've gotten another token. We've got some more fame there thanks to that guy coming. And as you can see, we now have 2 new events that we have to deal with. So let's have a look. Okay, we're going to do this, obviously. We're going to do Lambic for him. And we are going to clean up quickly. We're going to clean up quickly right there. There we go. That's going to reduce our suspicion as far as I'm aware. There we go. We've reached the target amount. Too bad we couldn't keep it. Yes, indeed. It looks like a lot of cups were broken while the tables were being cleaned. The customers could get hurt. We were able to quickly clean the place with the help of several wisps. And we increased our fame with the Seaside Guild, not the suspicion. And there we go. We increased our fame with the Mountain Guild as well. And we are doing very nicely. Wahaha, this beer is amazing. You like beer too? I never say no to good beer. And there we have it. Alright, so we've now got the last couple of turns here. And I'm actually not entirely sure. I guess we'll just do this. Let me see. We could do this, and then this, and that's going to speed a couple of people in there. There's not really going to be anyone going from the other side, which is a bit of a shame. But, well, you know, it happens, right? It happens. I mean, I technically... No, I mean, this is the last turn, so that's not going to happen. There is nothing I can do. You know, the last turn and you have nothing available, it's just never going to happen in a million years. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. Yeah, just a little bit of murder here and there. Yes, indeed. And there we have it. Another successful week, and we actually managed to complete every single objective. That was a hell of a week. Phew, that was nothing. I thought working at the inn would be boring, but it was so much fun. We've only just begun. It doesn't bode well if you're already having a hard time. No kidding. Ah, jeez. By the way, there were guests that came in even when we didn't have the signboard up. Sounds like the word is out about our inn. That's good to hear. Okay, should we ask for more help? For a successful soft opening? Wispy? Yes, indeed. Alright, so as you could tell, we gained a good amount of gold, and we're getting a lot of fame as well. You can build a training room. Yes, we're getting a training room now. So training rooms, obviously, they will attract more people, as you might expect. And you can also get a number of other things if you have the tokens to do so. I only have 3 tokens with the Seaside Guild. So I'm just going to get a pub with them. And I will be expanding the regular training room and the standard room for the Mountain Guild. And then we will... continue onward. There we go. By the way, Sarah. Yes? We have a small problem. What do you mean? We're already halfway through the soft launch period, but we haven't even raised half the money we need to send to the dragon. Are we going to be okay? Hey, don't worry, we'll be fine. We just started with the basics, and already we're doing pretty well. We've added more facilities since we started, plus we did some promotion at the flea market, so more guests are sure to come. See, we made more last week than we did the first week, right? This week we'll earn even more than we did last week, and next week even more than that. There's nothing to worry about. There we go. Alright. Each month, Sarah must pay the dragon the promised amount of gold coins as tribute. As long as you successfully complete business every week, you'll be able to gather the minimum amount, so don't worry. If you send more gold than promised, you'll receive special tokens as a reward, which will help with the inn's operation. And there we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, here we go. So, we now have an objective to have fewer than 3 battles, earn 450 gold, earn 50 fame with both adventurers, and hand out some pamphlets. So that's exactly what we're going to do. That is our new event right here. So we're just going to go through all of that. And we're going to hand it in the port city. Let's hand it in the port city. Why not? Okay, so this guy's already wanting to come to the training room. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stop both of them. And we're going to get these guys. Oh, I don't have enough wisps left. That's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Yes, hopefully we can get those guys in there beforehand. Ooh, might be a little bit dicey. Might be a little bit dicey. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we got some wisps. That's fine. Okay, so those guys are obviously going to go in. I think I can maybe stop them. And then we can move these guys forward. There we go. Yes. Yes. Come into my inn. And be forever trapped until tomorrow. And then you can pay and leave. There we go. Yes, indeed. There we go. That's fantastic. We're gaining some fame there. And we can now get some of this if we want to. Ah, yeah. This is a special friend right here. This is a master level. This is probably going to be extremely important for us. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Let's hope we're not going to have a battle or something like that. That would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? There is a guy coming from the other side that is also a similar individual. Ah, it's raining. Such a hassle. Yeah, so basically there are environmental effects of the rain. So as you can see here, it takes 2 movement speed to traverse muddy roads. And that's what you're going to have to contend with. Yeah, there's going to be a number of things that you have to contend with in certain aspects here. So I'm just going to place this down here just to kind of prevent this special adventurer from going in there just yet. After visiting his room, Mojia came back to the desk looking slightly embarrassed. Okay, replace it for free. That's what we're going to do, of course. We're going to replace it for free. There we go. And we can have the energy drink. That's probably going to be quite important, so we're just going to play that straight up. Got to be a little bit careful now, though, because I'm going to assume that we have some people over there. Sorry, but do you have a stiffer pillow? Yes, indeed. Well, RB, thank you kindly. Mojia smiled broadly and expressed his gratitude. An inn where wisps lend a hand. It's been quite a while since I've seen one of those. Is that so? I think this is a bit soft too. That's right. Well, considering this place is near a dungeon, it's a good spot for wisps to stay. I see. Found it. How about this pillow? Yeah, thanks. This will do just fine. It seems I need a good night's sleep for my spells to be cast properly after all. And there we have it. Okay, so now this guy is going to be coming in here in just a moment. Gonna delay some of those and get some money in the process. Look at that. Oh yeah. And we leveled up in a bunch of proficiencies. That's wonderful. And now we have new events. Here we go. Ah, that's grilled fish. Ah, that grilled fish smells lovely. Can I have an order of it too? When I went to the kitchen, Butter was drooling as he grilled a fish. It looked like he was almost done. What should we do? Alright, so we're gonna take Butter's fish and serve it, or apologize to Martin and ask him to wait. We're going to take Butter's fish, of course. And then we are going to accept the game of arm wrestling. Here we go. Okay, so these guys are actually thinking of coming anyway. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take a quick look and see exactly what's happening with this. Ah, there we go. We've already earned the amount of fame that we need with both of the Adventurers Guilds. That's fantastic. That fish was cooked perfectly. Disappointed, Butter begins grilling another one. I'm so sorry, Butter. Yes, indeed. There we go. Good amounts of fame, good amounts of gold. Everyone very happy. Oh, it's here. It's here. It smells so good. How did they grill it so perfectly? And there we have it. Okay, so we do have 2 people coming. And we have a charity event. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be going to both of these. We're going to go to both charity events. And we are going to try and speed these guys up. And hopefully that's going to work out nicely for us. What can I do here? We could force those guys to go in. No. I will force these guys to go in. I think that sounds like a much better idea because they're literally right there. I think that's much more efficient. A much more efficient use of our signboard. The adventurer takes a swig of beer. A swig of biff? No. A swig of beer and looks baffled. Aha, this beer is flat. Give them a new pint. Give them some food on the house. Give them a new pint, of course. There we go. It is going to use a wisp, bit of wisp energy, so that is obviously a pretty big deal. We do gain wisp energy after every single turn, though. But you know, sometimes you gain a little bit less. Anyway, there we go. That has increased our fame a little bit, reduced our suspicion in one of the places as well, which is quite good. And I think, we are gonna need to do something. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to earn as much gold as possible. I'm actually wondering whether it would be a good idea to use energy drink with the food stall. I feel like that is probably going to be a thing that will be super, super effective. Super combination. Because if we can do that, that's going to get more people running into the food stall and giving us 10 gold, which I guess is kind of good. And let's actually just do this. We'll do the signpost here. This guy needs to get stopped. So I will place a stop wheel just about there. Hopefully it's good enough. Ah, a black market. Hey, Butter? Yeah. We kept the gear we salvaged from that last battle, didn't we? Yeah, I put it all in the storage over there. What if we sold it? Say what now? We have to remove all traces of any battles anyway, so all I'm saying is we can't just stuff everything into storage each time there's a fight. So we may as well just sell all that gear on the black market, yeah? If we choose our buyers carefully, who's gonna find out? Fine. Do as you see fit. Alright, so we are actually going to be selling. As you can see, we're going to be visiting the black market and we're going to see how much cash we get. It is a pure question mark at the moment. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Very intriguing to see what happens there. And who knows, maybe we're going to get caught. Hopefully not. An adventurer visiting the cafe stares at the menu for a while before finally speaking. And so we can recommend some things once again. I think I'm probably going to be recommending black tea once more. And there's a lot of people coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distract them with a food stall. Yes, my other objective is now complete. Very good. And there are no more spaces over there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get some people on the right side now. And these guys are all going to be pushed in there. For sure. Let's do that. Zoom, zoom. Yes, all of them zooming over there. And here we go. Look at that, 243. Look at that. That's absolutely fantastic. And we did increase our suspicion a little bit by the looks of things. I told you we wouldn't get caught. Look at this haul. Sure thing. All right. Yeah, we got actually no suspicion whatsoever, which is kind of remarkable. I was kind of thinking that we would get a little bit suspicion this time, but yeah, no, it seems like we're absolutely fine. And this is turn 19, so there's only 2 more turns remaining, and I don't think I'm going to be getting anyone else. It seems as though that's going to be somewhat impossible. Well, we'll see. Mysterious voice behind the wall. An adventurer suddenly stops working out and puts their ear, shall we say, not their wall against the ear, but their ear against the wall. Okay. And as you can see, they sound like folks from the other guild. Something needs to be done. Okay, so we can divert their attention, but that is going to decrease everything. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to do the fix it somehow, and then we are going to get both of these guys to rush in there as fast as possible. There we go. Get a little bit of extra cash just before the tick over of the week. And we did it. We avoided every single battle this time. Very nicely done. All right. There we go. That is wonderful. So we got another successful week. We got a bunch of tokens, and we can actually increase our inn's capacity once again. Or maybe not its capacity, but, you know, its facilities. There we go. And we will in no time. Let's clean this up and get some food, or started with something. And yeah, it's all wonderful and great. And we're actually doing really, really nicely here. We got a letter from the Sea and Mountain Guilds. A letter? What's it say? Let's see here. I hope it's not about what happened last week, or the fight the week prior, or our black market dealings. Oh, there's just so many things. Apparently their representatives are going to visit the inn this week. I knew it. They're going to find out what's going on. It's all over. I knew this was going to happen. See? This is why I told you we shouldn't get into this sort of business. It's not what you're thinking. The guilds are coming to give us a certificate. A certificate for what? I'm sure it's a death certificate. Adventurers from both sides are gonna come hunt us down. Should we make a run for it? No. There's no way we'd get away. Or maybe we should let the two guilds fight each other and we'll wait for our chance to escape. Hey, pull yourself together. It's a certificate for recommendation. It says our inn is perfect for the guild's novice adventurers. Seems some of our guests took a liking to it here. Ah, a certificate of recommendation. Yes, a certificate of recommendation. I see you're coming back to your senses. So when are they coming? In about 2 or 3 days. I think the Seaside Guild will arrive a day sooner. That's a relief, that they're not coming the same day. For sure, that'll lessen the chances of them running into each other. We still have to stay vigilant. We've got to make sure they don't spot anyone from the opposing guild. It'll be tough, but it's the last week of our soft opening. Let's buckle down and get through this. Alright, so then you can manage the inn once again. I can expand the training room, and that's currently all I can get in this particular week. But now both sides of the inn have the exact same facilities. So that is obviously fantastic. But there's a huge amount of other rooms here that we could potentially go for. Anyway, that is actually going to be it for this episode. If you would like to check out Dungeon Inn, there is a link in the description. I personally think this is an extremely fun game. As I said, I got a little bit addicted to it when I was playing it off screen, and maybe you will as well. Maybe you'll really like it, because I personally think it is extremely enjoyable, and it has a great gameplay loop. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.